In just 3 short years, grocery stores as we know them may cease to exist. That's right, we're talking about the industry's complete and utter collapse. From sky-high food prices to barren supermarket shelves, this is a future that no one wants to face. As we enter 2023, you may have noticed the numerous changes brought about by the pandemic. The pandemic has disrupted many industries, including grocery stores, with empty shelves and longer waiting times being a common sight. But what if it's not just temporary? What if the future holds a bleak reality where grocery stores, as we know them today, will cease to exist by 2025? Are you prepared for a world without physical grocery stores? Watch on to find out the 10 major grocery stores that will disappear in 2023. Please support our channel with a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Number 1. Shoppers. Shoppers, a prominent supermarket company in Providence, Rhode Island, has had a downturn in its fortunes. There are now just 14 remaining Shoppers locations in the greater Washington, D.C. and Baltimore areas. Shoppers' dedicated clientele may have between a year and 17 months until the company completely ceases operations, reports the Washington Business Journal. United Natural Foods, the holding company of Shoppers, has decided to finally leave the retail sector by selling or closing most of its locations. As the company redirects its focus towards cost saving and its primary field of distributing natural and organic foods, consumers in the affected regions may find themselves with fewer options and reduced availability of reasonably priced goods, despite the company's diligent efforts. It is unclear at this time if Shoppers will be ready to recover and reclaim its previous grandeur, or will have to close its doors permanently due to the present scenario. Number 2. ShopRite. ShopRite, a long-standing company that has been a mainstay in the retail industry for more than 8 decades, has been a trusted source of quality goods for communities across the United States. Despite the company's commitment to preserving the cherished tradition of small, local stores, it has recently been confronted with a series of complex challenges that have forced it to make tough decisions regarding store closures in the New York region. This decision has been driven by the stark reality of declining profits, which has significantly impacted the company's ability to continue serving customers in the way they expected. While this is undoubtedly a difficult time for ShopRite, the company remains committed to finding new ways to innovate and grow in the face of these challenges. It will continue to do all it can to maintain its position as a leading retailer in the United States. Number 3. SaveALot. Similarly, SaveALot fell prey to bad luck and unlucky timing. A budget grocery store business established in St. Louis has had financial difficulties for some time. After losing several retail locations last year, the company has attempted to adapt by switching to a wholesale business model. Since then, it has liquidated 300 stores to independent shops, abandoning many clients without convenient alternatives. The outbreak made SaveALot's already dire situation much worse. The business must now deal with the difficulty of weathering the developing economic downturn. The future of SaveALot hinges on a complex redevelopment plan that must be implemented successfully in the following years. If the corporation fails to do so, it might face further closures, which could spell the end of the business. The uncertainty of the present economic situation makes it hard to predict whether SaveALot will survive. Number 4. Stop & Shop. Stop & Shop has declared the permanent closure of many stores, leaving their loyal customers disheartened and inconvenienced. The ongoing financial challenges many grocery stores face have resulted in a limited number of options for consumers, making them more susceptible to abrupt price hikes. With the food and products we require primarily supplied by these stores, inflation in the grocery store industry appears to be a long-standing issue. This crisis is only the beginning, and the inflationary trend in the grocery store sector is likely to stay. These developments not only impact individual consumers, but also have significant implications for the broader economy and society as a whole. Number 5. Fresh and Easy. A British supermarket business that expanded into the American grocery market in an attempt to take on domestic chains is now on the verge of bankruptcy. The company's market entry coincided with a downturn in the economy and the housing market, the worst possible timing. Because of this, the company's debt load ballooned to a whopping $1 billion, and monthly losses were about $22 million. Sadly, court records show the business has filed for bankruptcy and liquidated 12 stores nationwide. Tesco, the retailer's parent company, is attempting to save what it can by selling 30 of its surviving locations. This supermarket business used to prosper, but barely holds on today. Number 6. Lucky's Market. A once popular national food chain was forced to declare bankruptcy, leaving a trail of 80% of its stores abandoned and 3,100 jobs laid off. The reasons behind the collapse of this business can be attributed to the current economic climate, which has imposed significant hardships on all companies. With more and more small businesses closing down, we quickly rely on large corporations to fulfill our needs. However, such reliance translates to dwindling consumer options and the increased risk of sudden price hikes. Sadly, Lucky Market is one such corporation that has succumbed to these unfavorable circumstances. Despite offering a range of affordable food staples, the company's sales have dramatically decreased, resulting in severe financial difficulties that have caused them to bid farewell. Consequently, customers are left with limited options for accessible food sources and are forced to seek alternatives that may not be as cost-effective or convenient. The unpropitious fate of Lucky Market leaves an unsettling feeling regarding the long-term stability of our food supply chains and the availability of affordable products in the future. Number 7. Fairway. Fairway Market, a specialty grocery and pack shop chain, has been having financial problems for quite some time and filed for bankruptcy for the first time in 2013. However, it returned and is now a landmark in the Manhattan area. Due to severe financial difficulties and massive debt of $174 million, the company has ceased operations. In 2020, only about 9 sites spanning 3 states managed to endure the recession without resorting to bankruptcy for a second time. However, while Fairway asserts its intention to continue operating, it does not guarantee its ability to do so. Many companies that have emerged from Chapter 11 and later returned to bankruptcy have ultimately been compelled to cease operations and liquidate their assets. Number 8. Sprouts Farmers Market. Sprouts Farmers Market, sometimes named Whole Foods' major competitor, is one of many well-known supermarkets struggling with the competition in today's chaotic market. The company's stock price has dropped by more than 24% since the beginning of the year, resulting in a loss of around $1 billion in its market value. Due to financial difficulties in a rapidly developing digital food business, the company has shut down many unprofitable locations, with additional layoffs anticipated in the following quarters. The outlook for local and regional supermarkets is worse, with more consumers opting to do their weekly food shopping online. The industry has become more competitive, leaving room for only the most adaptive and resourceful businesses to thrive. As a consequence, several once successful grocery store companies have been compelled to undergo organizational changes to remain competitive. Similar difficulties such as failing sales, store closings, and greater competition have been experienced by several well-known grocery store companies in recent years, not only by Sprouts Farmers Market. Only organizations that can maintain their flexibility in the face of a constantly shifting market can succeed over time. Number 9. Piggly Wiggly. A famous supermarket company established in 1916 and is widely recognized as the forerunner of the self-serving shopping idea, has had its fair share of problems. Many people now have to go elsewhere to satisfy their food shopping requirements since their stores have closed. Like other grocery store giants, Piggly Wiggly must change to survive when new entrants flood the market and customer tastes evolve. The loss of these establishments to their neighborhoods is tragic, but also serves as a cautionary tale about the need for adaptability and competitiveness in the modern economic world. Number 10. Sam's Club. While the 2020 pandemic and public outrage undoubtedly contributed to Sam's Club's huge revenue drop, this did not represent the retailer's first experience with a crisis. In 2018, the corporation shut down 63 locations, leaving many employees without notice. The decision stunned workers and the public alike. Like other stores, Sam's Club saw the effects of the evolving retail industry. The company's revenue started to fall, and it has been that way for the past few years. Store closures were a significant setback for the corporation, which faced stiff competition from Costco and Walmart. Despite the company's recent shift to e-commerce, which encompasses the implementation of online purchasing and curbside pickup options, the future of Sam's Club remains uncertain. Companies must anticipate customer needs and adjust accordingly to succeed in today's fast-paced retail market. The lessons other businesses may learn from Sam's Club's errors lie in the significance of maintaining a flexible and inventive business model. The ramifications of this crisis extend well beyond just the struggles of individual grocery store chains. Inflation in the grocery store sector can have significant consequences for the overall economy, driving up prices and potentially leading to further financial instability. As such, steps must be taken to address the issue promptly and effectively before it escalates and creates even more problems down the road. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment below, and watch this one as well.